Roth versus traditional IRA. Here are some of the major benefits of having Roth IRA. Bankrate.com says top 5 benefits. Number 1, tax-free growth and withdrawals. Go over to the Motley Food, 3 incredible Roth IRA benefits. Number 1, allow your money to grow tax-free. Vanguard, 8 key benefits. The first listed, you get tax-free growth. Isn't that great? Let's take a look. Here we have Tim traditional versus Rachel the Roth IRA. One-time contributions. So they both contributed one time $5,000. Let's assume they both in the same tax rate bracket for 25% tax. Well, Tim in the traditional IRA, he contributes $5,000, is tax-free. All $5,000 is invested. Rachel, on the other hand, has to pay tax. So she pays $1,250. After tax, $3,750. So these are their contribution. This is a one-time contribution. And let's say they get in and they bought Bitcoin. Let's say Bitcoin price at the time was 30,000 a share, a coin. So Tim bought 0.1667. Rachel bought 0.1250. Let's assume an annual growth rate of 20% of the Bitcoin, growing 20% every year, year after year for 20 years. Now they're ready to retire. So Bitcoin price in 2043 would have been $1.15 million per share, right? So their portfolio balance, 0.1667 times 1.15 million. Tim's got $191,000. Rachel, on the other hand, at $143,000. But wait, Rachel already paid her tax. So if Tim cash out, pay the same 25% rate, he would have to pay $47,000. That's the point, right? Who wants to pay $47,000 if, like Rachel, she only have to pay $1,250? That's the sales pitch. But wait, there is more. Let's take a look. If Tim had 191, subtracting his 47,000 of tax payment, he gets after tax cash out at 143,766. Exactly the same result as Rachel. This is the time value of money. $1,250 paid today, growing at the same rate, would be the same as paying $47,922 20 years from now. There is no benefits if you calculate it looking at it from a time value of money. Now, there are other benefits of Roth, and there are plenty of time where a Roth can be beneficial. But the number one sales pitch of a Roth over a traditional IRA is time value compound interest, right? But this has been most misleading. This is an example of one-time contribution. But what if Tim and Rachel invest or put into the IRA every single year? Let's take a look. So here is a $5,000 contribution every year. Remember, Tim is putting the money into a traditional IRA, so he's not paying tax upfront. He pays the tax at the end. Rachel, on the other hand, has to pay the tax every year. So she is actually only contributing $3,750. Bitcoin price started at $30,000. So right here, and we've been saying it's been increasing at 20%. So the next year was 36,000, 43,000, and so on. So Tim's contribution each year stays the same, 5,000. Rachel, 3,750. This is how many shares they bought during each year. So at the end, after 20 years, Tim bought a total of 0.97 share of Bitcoin, and Rachel had 0.7304 Bitcoin. 20 years from now, Bitcoin prices at 1.15. And let's take their shares over here, and here's their portfolio balance. Tim would have 1.1 million, 1.12 million, Rachel at 840,000. She already paid her tax, so that's her total. But if Tim takes everything out, paying 20% tax, guess what? Same results.